maybe the best receiver in this class. I was appalled that the Lions did not franchise tag this guy because I thought that him and DeAndre Swift were like two things Lions fans had to look forward to, especially with Marvin Jones leaving and Matthew Stafford gone and them getting Jared Goff. Never a great situation when you're getting Jared Goff. But let's talk about Kenny Golladay. Where do you think is the best fit for Kenny Golladay?
Okay, so they didn't tag him, but I really think that the Lions should keep him. So I know they're going to be rebuilding, so like they don't like need to just get someone who's not on a rookie deal, even though he's amazing, and I think they should get him. Like he's not completely needed to win, but if they don't have him, who are they going to have at receiver? They don't have Jesse James anymore. They don't have Marvin Jones. Like they are going to have like actually no receivers that are worth keeping. I think they got rid of Danny Amendola as well. The only other guys they'd really have are Quintez Cephas, who honestly is a rookie. I'm pretty sure he's a rookie or a young guy. He wasn't that bad. But I think they just need him. Just whoever is the quarterback, like they have to field an offense. They may as well have like someone of talent to help aid in that bridge. And maybe they do go a young guy. And if they do go a young guy.
Yeah, agreed. And we talked about this before when we were planning the show. We think this would be a great fit. But to me, the Detroit Lions have to keep Kenny Golladay. They have to keep him. Jared Goff needs a perfect situation to succeed. They have Anthony Lynn now, so they're obviously going to run the ball. And so when they run the ball and go play action, something Jared Goff is actually reasonably decent at, which is play action bootlegs, they need somebody to throw to, and Kenny Golladay is that dude. I don't see why you would let him go. The Detroit Lions have to keep Kenny Golladay. He's a stud. It would make a lot of sense for them to keep him. I think you made a lot of good points in terms of their weapons. Like TJ Hawkinson's a superstar in the making. He's a stud, but you need somebody else too. And Hawkinson, Golladay, you have a pretty decent offensive line, especially Ragnow is a special center to go with DeAndre Swift, who looked really, really good last year. Anthony Lynn is going to have a good run game for them. Jared Goff is a good play-action quarterback. If you bring Golladay back, this team might not just be a terrible bottom feeder. Maybe you're competing in the NFC North in terms of, I'm not saying they would win it. I'm not saying they're competing for second, but I'm saying they would be a competitive football team, and they would battle because they have that sort of talent on their team, especially because I think Kenny Golladay is a really true number one wide receiver.
Yeah, and like when you were saying Lynn, so he obviously loves running the ball. If you watched any Chargers games, they would hammer run on first down, regardless of whether Kalen Ballage or whatever running back was on the field. They would love to run, and a lot of Kenny Galladay's like big plays are off of play action when Stafford would basically do play action, roll out, and fire a bomb down to him, either on a really deep pass or it'd be like an intermediate crosser or sometimes a comeback. And he can make contested catches. He's like 6'4", 215 or 220. He's going to make contested catches, and he's going to burn people deep too. I think the craziest play I've ever seen of him was he caught a deep pass on the Packers, and he stiff-armed Clinton Dix to the ground. Like, I actually baptized him. It was bad, but it was pretty crazy because he was young at the time. And he did lead the league in touchdowns. He had 12 touchdowns in 2019. Didn't really do much last year, so I like him a lot. I think he doesn't get talked about because he's in Detroit, but he's a really good player. He really is.
Yeah, special body control, like you said, great hands, goes up, contested catches, really tough, really physical. I mean, Anthony Lynn, he wanted to run the ball in with the Chargers, but he also did have Keenan Allen, who's a different kind of receiver, but a stud, and then he had Mike Williams, who's a similar receiver and who I also think is a stud when he's healthy, and Kenny Golladay is better than both.
He's a better version.
He's a better version of Mike Williams. Is he better than Keenan Allen? I would say it's pretty close. They're both
offense, probably.
Yeah, I would venture to say it's pretty close. And so I don't understand why they didn't tag him, but they got to re-sign him. The Lions have to bring back Kenny Golladay.